What's poppin', Ninja Gang? It's your boy, the Blurred Rider. Today, we're gonna do an oil change on Suki. So let's go and get it. So for an oil change, we are definitely going to need oil, a wrench to get rid of the drain bolt, a new drain bolt, new oil filter, a pan to catch the oil, and a funnel to put in the new oil. We want to have the bike running for a little bit first to get the engine all nice and warm, so it's easier for it to drain out. All right, so now that the bike is nice and warmed up, let's get to changing that oil. All right, first thing we're gonna do here is remove the drain bolt, which is located right underneath the engine. So I have my 18mm wrench ready to go. Let's remove this drain bolt and start draining that oil. Now, be careful, the oil is going to be hot. Make sure you got your gloves on. If you wanna have some protective eyewear, go ahead and do that too, just to protect from any splashback, if any. But we always wanna be safe when we're doing this stuff, all right? There we go. So we're just gonna let that do its thing. It's gonna drain out. And then the next thing we're gonna do is remove the oil filter to drain even more of the oil, because it's not done yet. All right, now next what we're gonna do, while this is towards the end of its drippage here, we are now going to remove the oil filter and then replace it with a brand new one. But when you remove the old oil filter, keep in mind, there's still gonna be some oil that's in there as well. So what we're gonna do, we are going to move our bucket a little bit. There's still some drippage happening. Let's see if I can get both. And now we are just going to unscrew the old oil filter. Now, it should be hand tightened, so I shouldn't need any tools. I just need to get the proper leverage. There we go. It's already starting to move. There we go. And as you see, look at all that oil coming out. Just gotta be careful with removing this. Remember, the oil is still a little hot. There we go. Look at that. So there's the old filter. We are going to replace that with a brand new one. So now that the bike is pretty much completely empty of the oil, let's get the new oil filter on, and then we're gonna put in the new drain bolt. And then we're gonna top up with some brand new fresh oil. Brand new filter. Let's put the old one in there. All right, so what we're gonna do now is gonna take some of the oil and just put some around the rim there, just like so, just to lubricate it a little bit. All right, now that the filter is on and the drain bolt is on, it's time to add in some new oil. Okay, so now time to add in the new oil using our filter. So what you're gonna do, unscrew the cap, get your filter in position, open up your oil, and we start pouring. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the little window there to indicate how much oil is actually in the bike. Now, for the Kawasaki Ninja 400, we want to use, the manual says we want to use at least 2 liters. Make sure there's nothing in the filter, or you don't want to contaminate the oil. It's hard doing this with one hand. And you want to do, a little bit at a time. You don't want to pour the whole thing out. And all the while, you want to be checking your little window there. So you want to, on the window, you're going to see 2 hash marks. One towards the bottom, one towards the top. You want to put it in between the bottom and the top, but closer to the top hash mark. Again, you want to pour some in and wait for it to actually settle. Cool thing about the oil, it also has hash marks on the oil that will show you how much you've used. So continue with this process until the oil is at its appropriate mark, and then you're going to want to run the bike to make sure that there isn't any leaks happening, and then you are all done. Easy peasy. All right, Ninja Gang, so we have changed the oil on the bike, and now the last step we want to do, start the bike up, make sure there's no leakage, then you're good to go, off to start riding again. Let's check her out. Alrighty, ignition. Congratulations, you have just completed your first oil change, first of many. Save yourself a couple $100 by bringing it to the professionals. You can do it yourself. You're the professional now. So we're all good. That's it for this video. Till next time, Ninja Gang. Peace.